In Kentucky, one lawmaker there wants to prevent child sexual abuse by paving a path to arrest the abusers before the assault happens. The behavior is known as grooming, and it's getting more attention nationwide. Reporter Isaiah Kim Martinez spoke to supporters of the bill at Kentucky State Capitol.
You shouldn't be scared to speak up and advocate for yourself.
Abby, a high school freshman, told me she was groomed, an adult psychologically steering her towards sexual activity. She and her mother were in Frankfurt and both agreed to speak with me on camera about what they experienced.
I think it impacts more people than we know. I think it's something that people don't talk about until it gets to that point where there is no return, where the assault has happened. And in our situation, that wasn't the case, but the trajectory was we were headed there.
Prosecutors say right now there's a gap in Kentucky law that prevents them from punishing many of the actions leading to child sexual abuse until it's too late. Republican State Representative Mary Ann Proctor says she's trying to change that, filing a bill that would make grooming a crime for any adult. Her measure of success?
I think if we stop any pedophile from harming any child, we will hold the offenders accountable.
I asked whether it could be difficult to prove intent, especially in the social media age where people are communicating constantly. Prosecutor Lewis Kelly of Boone County telling me this.
It's going to be circumstantial. How are they communicating to this person? Why are they communicating to this person? Does this person have any reason to be asking these questions or doing these things?
Christy Gray used to review sexual assault cases for the Commonwealth Attorney's Office in Louisville.
Certainly, this is a different tool that might allow earlier intervention in some cases where it hasn't yet crossed into that area of the greater harm.
The Gordon family tells me they'll continue to advocate for this bill until it's law.
It made me feel good to know that they're dealing with such a horrible thing.
And from what we're hearing from Republican leadership, the legislation has a good shot.
Now, that bill would make grooming a felony charge in many cases, especially when it targets a child under a certain age. It would carry a sentence of up to several years in prison, and the penalties would be harsher for offenders who hold positions of authority, like a teacher or a coach.